Big game, obviously, tomorrow with the Lions and Packers. Last time they played in Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers' last game there, I was there
Yes,
with my
someone was there.
wife. Yeah, right. We were there. Um, every time they got a first down, I'm just like, first down, standing up. My wife, Katie, is like, sit down, please. And I'm like, no, I am not sitting down. This could be my only chance to rub it into Rodgers. Everybody was so cool there. But it was such a good game, and I think this team, this Detroit Lions team, is even better now. I mean, they are better at running back, and they should have Montgomery back, so that's going to be big. Clark, I looked at his stat, and I know. Listen, Jordan Love's balling out, but he's only above Zach Wilson right now. Only Zach Wilson is worse than him in completion percentage, and it's like 52% or something like that. Does that matter at all for them, or you think that this guy's going to start there the next 10 plus years?
No, I don't think that matters with Love. I think he's gonna be maybe not over the course of career, but I think this year for sure until he gets more comfortable with his weapons around him, he's gonna be more of a game manager,
Okay.
more of the Alex Smith mold. I feel like a lot of check
Wow.
downs to the running backs, a lot
Alex
of
Smith in San Francisco or
San
Kansas City? Okay,
Francisco,
because
San
Kansas
Francisco.
City, he had Kelsey. So I was like,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right,
no, yeah. No, San Francisco's where a lot of people know him from, but
of course.
yeah, I think Love this year is going to be one of those type of game managers until he gets his feet wet, gets more acclimated with the weapons, learns more of the schemes and
Hey,
tangibles
that
of what the
win,
offense is.
that comeback win, I know Carr went down, but the win
Oh
over
yeah,
the Saints, that to me showed me something. I
oh yeah,
mean, that's a young team, and that's a team that's going to contend because, listen, we see Minnesota, and they're aging out. Okay, they got Double J. He can ball out. We know that. It doesn't matter who's throwing the ball. But Cousins, I don't think he'll be there past this year. I think they'll go young, especially going 0-3 right now. They don't have a running back who can play. Madison is not the dude. So they're going to go young. They have to. The Bears, I don't think have a quarterback. Justin Fields can't throw the ball. I hate to say it, he might be a better running back than he is a quarterback at this point. He can't read defenses. So if you look at it, it's Green Bay and it's Detroit for the next 5 years. And I just like our chances.
yeah. No, Detroit is definitely going to be the face of the North for, like you said, the next 5 7 years.
Yeah.
Filling the Green Bay void. They have talent everywhere on that roster from offensive, weapons at wide receiver, running back, you're 2, 3 deep. Craig Reynolds ain't that bad as the number three. Tight end you upgraded after trading Hawk, in my opinion, with drafting
Defensive end, you ain't
Sam
bad.
Laporta.
Right.
Defensive end you hit there with Aiden Hutchinson. You found a
Yeah.
gem in Houston. You found a gem in Rodriguez. You found
Oof.
a gem in Campbell, who everybody was up in flames about drafting so early.
Stop playing Anzalone, please.
Right.
Oh, man. What is his fascination? Dan Campbell, what is his fascination with Anzalone? I don't get it. He outsnaps everybody.
In my opinion, it's probably just a loyalty from
Well,
just
he
just his background, his time in the league, his experience where these other rookies and second year guys don't have it.
well, I'm going to tell you, as long as he's out there, tight ends are going to be having a field day because he can't keep up with anybody in coverage.
Yeah, no, that's the weakness when they lost to Seattle. I mean, Seattle's three wide or tight ends, I believe, caught 9 catches for like 129.
Seattle's.
Yeah, and that ain't nothing special.
They don't have, yeah.
So just imagine what Kelsey does week one if he's out there.
Oh my god! I mean, honestly, and I know they got a young guy in Green Bay there. It's not Tanyan anymore. Who's getting the?
Oh no, yeah, Luke Musgrave.
He can ball. Okay, and his numbers have not been bad this year. So he's gonna eat. He's gonna eat, and we'll see what happens. But let's get a final score prediction from you, man. I think personally it's going to be somewhere around 21-28 Lions. I don't think it's going to be super high, but I think the Lions win by a touchdown. I think late they go up and they pull it out in Green Bay again for the fourth straight time they beat the Packers. What about you?
No, yeah, I feel the Lions do win this game. A lot of huge news came out of Green Bay today that David Bakhtiari's out again this week.
That's huge.
They are missing another offensive lineman whose name is I'm missing right now, but that's huge for sure. There's a word that Montgomery will be back. So he's a game time decision last I seen.
Is Aaron Jones in?
Aaron Jones, Christian Watson are both in from what I
That
heard.
helps.
So that definitely helps. Jordan Love, he got his deep weapon back. But yeah, no, I feel like Detroit, if they want to control this division, they have to march into Green Bay and be like, okay, last year wasn't a fluke. Here's 40 points for you.
Ooh, wow. You're saying 40?
I'm not saying they're gonna I'm not gonna say they're gonna put that
Dang.
up, but like that needs to be their mentality, in my opinion. It's just score, score, score. Like keep your foot on their neck.
Agreed. I mean, 28-21 for me. What about you?
I'm gonna go double digits. I think 34-24. I think the Lions are due for a 30-point game.
Wow.
It's been more defensively for them. I feel like this is a game where they have to like make a statement, be like, okay, Green Bay, you still have your whole entire team minus Rodgers, but we're here. We're not going anywhere.
I like it. I like it. And if they win that game, I think they get that respect back that they had at the beginning of this season because
Yep.
they lost a little bit, from people who are like, okay, yeah, you beat the Chiefs, but that was without Kelsey, that was without Jones, and then you lost to Geno again. You got to earn that respect back. And I think last week was nice, but let's not get too excited. This is Atlanta. Yeah, they were 2-0, but I mean, Ritter's not that good. He's not. Okay. They got weapons, but they don't get it to him. I mean, how Kyle Pitts does not get the ball more, I don't understand. And Bijan, you got to get the ball to him more in the passing game as well. And you know about that because you got him on fantasy. But I think it was a nice win, but also let's not get too excited. Sam Laporta was open by like 30 yards, not even anyone around him, busted coverage.
Yeah.
It's not a team that I think is that good. And I don't see them making the playoffs personally, but we'll see. It's a weak division there. This would be one of those statement wins because I don't think they have one yet, personally. Like I said, I think you won the game, Kansas City, you were supposed to. They were missing two all-pro guys.
Yeah, based on what was on the field, yeah, that was the game that they should have won. And I've had this argument with a few other people, and they're just like, no, that's the Super Bowl champs, that's their home. Like Patrick Mahomes is out there. I'm like, I don't care.
Josh,
it's like taking Jerry Rice away from Joe Montana for a game.
Yes,
like it's gonna affect you.
And let's be honest, okay? And a lot of people might not agree with me, but I think as much as Detroit won the game, Kansas City lost the game. Because
100%. Brick hands Tony.
Right.
Like,
exactly. And there was a lot of issues. I mean, Tony, that pick six doesn't happen if he catches that ball, obviously. Yeah. I mean, how does that happen? How does that happen? No clue. I love Branch, and don't get me wrong, but that was right place, right time. Thanks for listening to Talkin Detroit Sports with Dave Cesefske and Josh Clark. Before you go, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button for all coverage Detroit sports.